Hello, my name is Augustine Lopez. Most people know me as Augie. Most of you know me as Thielin. Uh, I was raised in Old Pascua Village until the age of 10, and I moved to New Pascua at that time until I was the age of 18. Um, I come to you today to announce my candidacy for Tribal Council 2020, which will be held on June 1st. I ask you to come out and vote. We have 60 well qualified candidates that are running for tribal council, and I believe in each and every of their values, their platforms. I come to you today that I feel, with the experience I have gained throughout my life, that I would be a great benefit to the people of all communities, to all members, and I feel that it is my duty to serve you, to serve you, um, not only because you have given me so much, but because I feel with my leadership skills, I can give back to the community. I was raised in the foster care system. When I was 12, I entered foster care in New Pascua. So I was, given to, I was a ward of a state, under the Pascua Yaqui tribe. I entered into five different foster care homes. This is where I learned a lot of my values, a lot of my morals, and a lot of my traditions and customs of my people. Prior to that, I didn't have any exposure to any of our traditions. Um, During this time, going from home to home, I picked up a lot. I learned a lot, especially the homes I was in were people that were not related to me. So I got to learn about their family histories, where they came from, where they were raised, and it was a good opportunity to get to know, someone different than I was, you know, which helped me out a lot because it helped me to build relationships. It helped me to build confidence in other people. It helped me to be able to express myself without being scared or nervous or you know so going into these different foster homes, each and every one gave me a lot of special things that I can use in my life. My last foster home was with Alex Alvarez. Some people call him Pelon. He helped me with becoming, he taught me to be educated. He taught me that school was important, and you know, all the good things that education does for our people. You know what I mean? For anyone. He taught me to keep learning. If you don't go to college, do something where you're gonna keep learning. Keep striving for your goal. Keep wanting your goal. Don't give up. You know, he also came from a military background, which gave me, the motivation to join the military. So at age 19, I joined the military. You know, uh, so I joined the Army Reserves, where I became, a reservist for 8 years. And during that time as a reservist, I also followed a childhood dream that I had in Old Pascua, where an officer Peralta would always come to our school and talk to us and give us baseball cards. So it motivated me to go for that goal, to reach for something big, you know. And I did. I became a police officer. I became a police officer in 1999 with the Tahanatan Police Department. And then I transferred to the Pasco Yaqui Police Department in 2000. And I worked there until 2003. Um, in 2003, the Twin Towers, of course, and the war in Iraq was just going to start. I decided to, join active duty. I felt that it was my duty to join, and to fight for my country, and I did. In 2004 and 2005, I was deployed to Iraq, and then also in 2000 and 2008, I was also deployed to Iraq, where I did a total of 2.5 years deployed. 2010, I decided to retire from the Army, and I came home, and I went and decided to join, to get into art school, another passion that I've always had. Um, I went into art school at the Southwest University of the Visual Arts, where I studied studio arts and photography and sculpture. I will be earning my degree, my BFA, in June, and I was just accepted to the University of Arizona master's program in fall. So I will continue my education um, for the time being. If elected as tribal council member, like I said, I would work hard 110% for my people. I would be dedicated to my job, dedicated for the needs and the welfare of our people, uh, especially during this time with the COVID-19. I feel that it was something that was very, very unexpected, but it's manageable. We can do it as long as we communicate, as long as we show transparency as a leader. As long as we keep giving hope to our people, and giving that confidence that things are going to be okay. That's the biggest things that we need to work on right now. you know my platforms are going to be based on that need for emergency response services due to my military and my police backgrounds. I feel that that's a great thing that we need to work on to improve. um, I believe in all the programs in Pascua. I believe, you know, I believe the purpose, and I understand the purpose of each program, but there's always room for improvements. Um, I will look into all programs, and I would see what kind of things we need to do to improve, and also make it available to all members. I believe in taking care of our elderly. I believe in taking care of our youth. Drugs and alcohol is a big problem on our reservation, and I feel that we need to work more on combating that problem. Elderly, I feel that we need to do more with the elderly, especially as far as housing. Committing ourselves to having caregivers for each and every one of them, um, and giving them, compensation for the caregivers. I believe that our enterprises are very well established. I feel that we need to expand more into other enterprises. Not because I feel that the casino is not doing enough, is that things can happen in life, where we can lose that enterprise at an instant. I feel that we need to have secondary enterprises work on small businesses for tribal members. A lot of tribal members like to do different things such as cooking, beauty, barbers, music, DJing, especially in the arts. I see a lot of artists out there. I feel that building their portfolios can really help them and also help our nation to grow, especially in those areas. Uh, Higher education. Um, I'm for higher education. I feel that everyone should have the opportunity in higher education, because it's a way that we can continue to gain knowledge, and also to get our degrees and to become something that we've always wanted. Whichever it is, either healthcare, lawyer. But the hidden thing to that is also is you're building people with college degrees to be mentors, to be role models to the kids, to our generations coming. You know, our future generations will look up to you and say, "Hey, if they can do it, we can do it too." Um, it's one of those things that it's a revolving door. If someone sees you do it, then they're gonna do it, and it's gonna continue and continue. So education is very big on what I believe. Housing. Of course, housing has always been an issue. You know, as far as with the land that we are given, and and I really don't know the logistics about how housing works. But my understanding is that there is a long waiting list. We need to work on a plan where we can build apartments, maybe something that would be more beneficial to single families, or single families, or even single members that can have their own housing, you know. So these are a lot of things that I can talk to you about now, but I just wanted to give you an idea of where I come from, what I see. Um, I do have my Facebook site is Vote for Augustine Lopez. It's on Facebook. You can ask and request. There's a bio. My platform is also there, and also my, a couple, my vision for the people. My goal as your leader is I want to serve you. I'm going to serve you because that's the main purpose as leaders that we have to do is serve the people. We work for the people. The people do not work for us. So I come to you today to ask you, let me be your leader. And if I am elected, I will use my voice. I would advocate for all members. You know, I would keep constant communication with all members. Um, I would be transparent, and I would always advise everyone of what's going on and the things that we are working on within the tribe. I believe that's something that we have lost for a while, but we should be back to communicating to our people. Our people deserve leaders to talk to them, not only in New Pascua and Old Pascua. I mean, I'm talking about the people in Guadalupe, the people in Yuma, the people in 39th, the people in Marana, the people in Casa Grande, Eloy, Coolidge, the people in Fresno, the Yaquis in Texas, the people in Mexico. We are all in this together. We are all members. Every member has the equal right as anyone else, no matter if you're close to the tribal government or not. We deserve a leader that's going to work for everyone. Everyone. Okay? So I thank you. I thank you for this time, and I thank you for everything. And I know it's a long video. I hope you listen to all of it. But I thank you. Go to Augie, vote Augie, Augustine Lopez on Facebook, or go to my Facebook, Augustine Lopez. You can find my bio, like I said, and everything else you need to know about me. My phone number is also there. I thank you for your time. You have a good night. God bless you and your family, especially during this COVID-19. I know times are tough, and I know there's a lot of struggle, but always reach out to someone. Talk to someone. Don't be alone in this, because we're all in this together. I pray for each and every one of you and your families, and I thank you all for staying strong, having the hope, and still having confidence in the leaders that we have now. Always and never lose the trust of your leaders. We are here for you, and I thank you for everything. God bless you, and good night.